Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is John from the Hoot and Hollers, and you're currently tuned in to 89.5 KOPN, Mid-Missouri's source for in-depth news, diverse talk, and music of the world. It's more than just radio, it's community radio. 89.5 on the air, KOPN. Blow!
Friends, that's right. It is KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM, 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Time again once for open mic radio. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's do it here. One from our featured artist today, right? This is Dave Dearnley. Back in a few minutes.
I'm not traveling to Mars. Here on Earth is home, not out among the stars. Her memory like tattoos when I think. I let her put her mark on me, permanent like ink. Had my time up on the stage. Curtain rose, I took my cue and I read from the wrong page. I've always had a tendency to drift. Time now slows me down, my mind and fingers stiff. But my old truck's in the driveway and I got money for some gas. I know I can't go anywhere but back into the past. Life is for the living, fresh blood coursing through its veins. And in an age of flying off to space, I'm an old, coal-burning train. When I wake, the morning's cool, and I wasted writing poetry like all the other fools. So I shiver in the dew, waiting for the sun to warm me like she used to do. But my old truck's in the driveway and I got money for some gas. I know I can't go anywhere but back into the past. Life is for the living, fresh blood coursing through its veins. In an age of flying off to space, I'm an old, coal-burning train. The track is grown up now in weeds. The men who drove the spikes are dead and time forgot their deeds. Roundhouse at the end of the line. Well, it's gone, the train can't turn around and go back into its time. But My old truck's in the driveway with a half a tank of gas. I got money in my pocket and I'm running from the past. Life is for the living, fresh blood coursing through his veins. In an age of flying off to space, I'm an old coal-burning train.
Yeah, all right. How about it, man? That is Mr. David Dearnley. All right, welcome to the program. It's Open Mic Radio, Saturday, July the 19th. And good to be with you all on a lovely summer Saturday. Got a bunch of great music in store for you for the next couple hours. And a bunch of friends as well, certainly today. I'm glad you're with us, all right? We do this most every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m. Live music and interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. My name is Mike Hagan. I'm joined as usual by my good friend Kind Kurt and Mr. Clark Layshock in the house as well. Those guys are amazing, and they do the theme music for the show, and they also offer me some much needed camaraderie along the way. So thank you very much, Kurt.
Well, tear-de-loo, Mike.
You know,
and I'd like to say tear-de-loo to everybody listening down in Ilva.
All right, thank you.
Down in Eldon.
But that's what we do, though. We feature awesome local and regional music and the artists who create it. We've got a very special show lined up this afternoon. We'll be featuring the songs of Mr. David Dearnley throughout the show, and reminiscing a little bit as well. Dave left us on the 6th of July after a long battle with cancer, and he was greatly loved and will be greatly missed. He was a very close personal friend of mine and frequent guest on the radio show. Actually, he was the first guest I ever had on Open Mic Radio back in May of 17 or something. But at any rate, he was an awesome musician and a great songwriter and a damn fine man. So we're going to dedicate the show to Dave. We also have the wonderfully talented Sarah Parker in the studio with us this afternoon. We're going to say hi to Sarah, and we're going to get a few songs.
Hello.
From Sarah, and actually we're going to be doing a full program with Sarah and perhaps a band if she decides to put one together for the thing in August. What did we decide?
I think the 21st.
21st.
Pretty sure that's what.
Anyway, so it's Open Mic Radio, and we're probably going to have quite a few people coming through here this afternoon.
Well, that'll be a first for this show, Mike.
Yeah, that's
coming and going.
Sort of the way we do it. But anyway. We were away last week. We had a great show on the 5th with DJ Kareem, right?
Kareem.
Yeah, doing some super cool hip hop stuff, and also a few songs from Jay Rector. That was a fun show. If you missed it, you can check out the podcast.
And I believe he was live streaming that.
And they did that on Twitch as well, which is really cool. That's the first show that we've ever done here that was live streamed on Twitch, which is
another debut, Mike.
You know, typically, and for the techies, that's a gamer platform for the most part, and so like if you're playing World of Warcraft or
what's this have to do with Star Trek?
Shut up, Kurt. Right. Anyway, all that stuff gets streamed on Twitch, and like the top players in the world get all kinds of people watching them play games and stuff like that. But they're doing music clearly on that platform now as well. So anyway,
I hope everybody got to check it out.
Kareem was real cool, and I'm glad we got to do that. All right,
awesome.
All right. A couple more things, and we'll get to the music here. Big thank you to Peter Rabbit, grooving on the one mic from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. The latest in the legends in R&B. Peter does a great job bringing incredible music to you from 2 to 4.
As he definitely did today.
Noon until 2. We have the amazing Morgan and Motherland Jam. Incredible music from across the continent of Africa. I think Morgan visited some 15 different nations today and played music from all of them. That's a remarkable show. Morgan's actually a native of Zimbabwe and knows many of those musicians that he plays on his program personally, and it's a remarkable radio program.
That's a lot quicker than Around the World in 80 Days, man.
Anyway, we do it from 4. We do it from 4 to 6. We hand it over to Rashumba and a reggae party from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. All right. best.
Come on.
The best in roots rock
Use your
reggae.
message,
All right,
Mama.
put your dancing shoes on, roll yourself a big fat Marley spliff, and enjoy the roots rock reggae sounds of Rajumba. All right, okay, so yes, everybody's here, or at least the people we need, and we're ready to roll. Okay, thank you very much. If you want to be a part of it, give us a ring, 573-443-8255. In fact, oh gosh, this phone system is such a... It's not great. Okay. Anyway, you can give us a call, 443-8255, if you'd like to say hi. In the meantime, we're just going to have some fun as best we can this afternoon, and hear some great music from Mr. Dave Dearnley and Sarah Parker. So that is how's that for a segue, huh? So, all right. So I will say hello, Miss Sarah Parker.
Hello.
I met Sarah. I'd heard her name a few times. Am I wrong in saying that you're from Jeff City, or
I am,
you
yeah.
are from? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd heard a little bit about Sarah just in the grapevine over the last few years or whatever. But we did a live remote there at Gumbo Bottoms. Our good friend Steve Orangi down there in Jeff City, and hell, we had a bunch of people perform that afternoon. I forget.
It was awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's a good
that-
guy.
is it
It's
water
always
performance?
fun playing at Gumbo's, and
That's
it was like
it's
so
such a cool place.
doing a live show.
Yeah. So, which we would like to do again.
Yeah,
right,
we're talking
right?
about it.
We're sort of talking about that. But anyway, that's when I actually met Sarah for the first time in person. And I loved the stuff that she was doing, and I thought she was
Thank you.
very, very interesting and cool. So anyway, we decided that we would do a radio show. This isn't the radio show. We're just kind of getting familiar this afternoon. But on August 23rd or 21st, whatever that is, we'll do a full 2-hour show with Sarah and or the band. But
We will get the Juicy Beats involved if they're free.
all right,
too.
all right.
A little
I feel like
combo
this is
show.
But in the meantime, we've got a little bit of time to spend with you this afternoon. So maybe play a song or two for us, and then we'll come back. And I've got a few questions, maybe a little bit about your background and stuff. But I don't want to reveal too much. I want to save that for the show in August. But anyway, let's start with a song. How about that?
Yeah, let's go for it. Man, I think I'm going to start with my favorite original that I just really enjoy playing. It's called Someone to Bury Me. And it's kind of about this point of life that I reached as a woman where you just kind of reach this fulfillment and contentment with how you've shaped your life, and you're okay with people being around or not, just kind of with the hopes of if you die, like someone would notice enough to bury you, but otherwise, like, it's cool chilling, I mean, I love people, I love my friends and everything, but it just felt really good to be content and kind of reach that point within myself, so I wrote a song about it.
I love it. Please play it for us.
All right.
All right, Sarah Parker, Open Mic Radio, KOPN.
Thanks. I walk alone in my house. It is my home. I stop and I feed my dog. She gets a little wild. She might be a little odd. She is still better than most of us humans. Between her and my two friends, my heart is full with my relations, because these days I'm okay with things being fairly solitary. I'm not looking for marriage, just if I die, someone to bury me. These days I'm okay with things being fairly solitary. little stroll down to the river. You know, the place that I usually go. Sat on a log with this dog, and I had myself a big old toe. Thought, what would it look like to jump in? And then I laughed, and then I wrote. These days I'm okay with things being fairly solitary. I'm not looking for marriage, just if I die, someone to bury me. These days I'm okay with things being fairly solitary. I'm not looking for marriage, just if I die, someone to bury me. My friend Universe wrote this bridge for me. All my life I wanted something so simple, someone to love me and say the most beautiful things, that I was kind, that I was good, when my soul was carried away. Just one. Oh. Things I thought I wanted were many. Now I'm okay with solitary. These days I'm okay with things being fairly solitary. I'm not looking for marriage, just if I die, someone to bury me. These days I'm okay with things being fairly solitary. I'm not looking for marriage, just if I die, someone to bury me.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you all.
Very nice, Miss Sarah Parker. All right. How long ago did you write that song?
It's been a couple years since I wrote that one, and it's kind of progressed along the way, I think.
How long have you been writing? I won't ask too much about the music, but how long have you been writing and putting? It's sort of poetry, I guess, that you put to music. So
Yeah. So I started about 5 years ago. Actually, I just got a Facebook memory reminder of where I posted that I finished my first song 5 years ago. I brought it today because I wanted to commemorate it a little bit. But
well, that was a great song and actually appropriate for the show today. So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say 5 years I've been writing, and I've got several up my sleeve, but then I've got my mains, that people tend to like a little.
Why don't you play another one for us?
Okay, this one's called Around, and 5-year anniversary. It is the first one that I wrote, and I think it's fitting for the circumstances. It's just about people who surround you that you kind of grab for when times are hard, that get you through. And I'd actually like to dedicate this. It sounds like, I did not know Dave, but it sounds like he was definitely that for the community and a big participant. And then we always need those people. And then also to my friends Danielle, Kelly, and Cassie.
All right, it's Sarah Parker. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
All right. Just breathe and swim and breathe and kick. Get your head up for air. Just for a bit, that's what they say. And I'll be okay. Just walk around like you're having fun. For every night of darkness, there's a day in the sun. That's what they teach, but I don't know if I'll ever be free. Sometimes these flames inside my head feel like a weighted cage, trapping me inside where I can't see the light. I say I am not okay, but when the undertow keeps pulling me down, I fight harder, keep my head above water and reach for you. I know you're around, 'cause it came, no, it came. Take us both down. Those days, the ones that are slow, but are fast at the same time. When I can't pick words right, this too shall pass. Keep seeing that heaven glass. Days like those, they pass, no matter how crass. Keep my eyes on the prize, not on others' grass. You see into my heart. No time to fall apart. Your lonely light, you're warm. You see it goes a long way. The times that you have saved me, it's for you that I stayed. But when the undertow keeps holding me down, I fight harder, keep my head above water, and I'll reach for you. I know you're around, because it came. No, it can't. Take us both down. Take us both down. You won't take us both down. Take us both down. It won't take us both down. It won't take us both down. Oh, you are wrong. Hey, whoa, there's more people out there. What's up, guys? So that was the first song I
All right,
wrote.
very
That's
nice.
around.
That's the first song you ever wrote?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's,
Wow, it's a high bar to hold up to. It's a great song.
oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
All right, Sarah Parker in the studio with us this afternoon. We've also got a few friends that are kind of gathering out there. We're going to get a couple more from Sarah here, and then kind of switch gears and talk about Dave and play a little of Dearnley's music. But I'm excited to have Sarah here, and in fact, I'm looking at the calendar, Sarah, and the calendar says that August. It's the 23rd.
Groovy.
Yeah, so Saturday the 23rd, we'll have Sarah here for the whole show, and
Heck yeah.
and we'll make a party out of it. So
Can't wait.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
All right, what do you have going on between now and then? Are you performing? You have stuff going on this summer?
Yeah.
What? Tell us a little bit about what you've got going on.
So I play frequently at West Main Pizza. I'll be there tonight from 6
actually.
to 8.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's in Jefferson City, and it's a cool little spot. Even though it's hot out, there are shades, fans.
Do they do it
fun.
outside there?
Yeah. It stays pretty comfortable even in the heat like this, but sometimes we move it inside.
All right.
I prefer out, honestly.
Yeah, it's nicer out there.
It's fun. A little
Right.
more room to wiggle. But yeah, I'll play there tonight from 6 to 8. Let's see. Next week is pretty stacked. I'll be at Dive Bar Wednesday night with Danielle Moscato.
Yeah.
Thursday night I'll be at the Osage View in Lynn, which is a really cool, if you want to bring your family, kids, there's a pool, there's cornhole, bowling. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Play outside there.
And that's at the lake?
No, it's in
cornhole.
Right. I know. I wanted to play so bad last time. But I was playing another way.
Yeah, well, you can't play everything. So.
Right. It's actually affiliated with Lynn State Tech, so it's in Lynn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And really cool spot. So happy to be there again next Thursday. Then next Friday night, I'll be at Humpy's Bar and Grill in Russellville.
Wow, you're staying busy.
I know. It's just next week is wild for me.
Good.
And then I think Saturday night, I may be at West Main Pizza again. Not sure or not. I'll need to look. But I've also been trying to pull in, newer musicians and, kids who are just learning to play live with me at West Main Pizza sometimes. So keep an eye on my Facebook and Instagram.
Sarah Parker Only Jams.
Sarah Parker Only Jams. Yeah, I gotta think my friend
What
Glenn.
kind of guitar are you playing there?
It's a beautiful tone, by the way.
Yeah, this right here is a Yamaha. I always have to look. It's called a FGC-TA. I'm not a transacoustic. I'm not a equipment,
Well, it's a
I
nice
can never
guitar.
remember things.
And it sure has a nice
So-
tone.
It has a very nice.
I love this guitar, and I got to give a shout out to Will West Music in Jeff City because Dylan there is
Another Dylan.
poppin'. He is so helpful. All of them are every time I go in there. But I walked in kind of with a hankering to get a new guitar one day, and Dylan said, "Oh, I have the perfect."
And you
thing
walked
for
out
you."
with that one.
Yeah, he was. It was great.
Very
so
cool.
thanks to them, it's gotten a lot of play.
All right. We got time. We got time for two. We got time for one or two more, depending on the length. You got a couple more for us?
Yeah, I got one or two.
Yeah.
Just whatever you
Only
want.
16 more.
16
Yeah.
more. Sarah
17
Parker.
more.
I was here for 8. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, no, we're doing that in
Joking.
August,
No.
right?
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm joking.
I know you are. All right. Let's play us a good long one. All right. Let's do one more, one that you really like to play, and then we'll save the rest for our show in August.
I feel like this one's kind of long, so I'll play it. It's called "You Didn't Want to," and that's enough. Shout out to Yummy's Donuts.
Over there in Providence, right?
They are in this song. I just got to figure out what I.
Are they paying
did
you a
with
royalty
my-
for?
Yummy,
Man,
yummy,
I hope. I wish they would.
Maybe someday. You never
I'm
know.
looking for my capo here, my friends. Where have I set it? I just had it, didn't I not?
I don't know.
Anyways, well, maybe I'll just play it like this.
Sarah Parker,
got it.
Open Mic Radio.
This is how I wrote it. Woke up this Friday, feeling inside me like it was time to let go. It's been on my mind. Your walls I can't climb, and you're not about to throw me a rope. I could take my in every word you send. I could say I want you, but already know you don't want to. That's enough. You don't want to, and that's enough. Think I'll take my love, pack it up. You don't want to, and that's enough. I wasted grandma paint, wrapped in your veil. Church lady one time for the show. Pizza at Yummy's, only on Sunday. Usually good, but on Sunday anything goes. I could bake my bed, rewritten every word you sing. I could say I love you, but already know you don't want to. That's enough. You don't want to, and that's enough. Think I'll take my love, pack it up. 'Cause you don't want to, and that's enough. When you saw me at my show, you said your love had grown. I guess not to talk, to walk out the door. You played your part, you stole my show. I would have never let you go until you showed me who you really are. Told me that you made a choice and you would rather be alone. So tell me, why would you sleep with her when you could have just said you didn't want to? That's enough. You don't want to, and that's enough. I think I'll take my love, fucking drums. You don't want to, and that's enough. You don't want to, and that's enough. You don't want to, and that's enough. Think I'll take my love and run. You don't want to, and that's enough. Woke up this Friday with no feeling inside me.
Yeah.
All right. That was You Didn't Want To, and that's enough.
Beautiful, Sarah.
Thank you all. Oh, check it out. I'm a K-pop.
Just in time.
I'll show you as soon as I turn the page, you guys.
All right, how about it? Miss Sarah Parker, fantastic.
Thank
All right.
you so much.
Sarah, lovely, and I'm so excited you could spend a little time with us this afternoon.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Stick around, please, and there's plenty of people to network with and meet and new
Yeah.
friends and all that stuff here.
Awesome.
Sarah will be back with us on the 23rd of August,
Can't wait.
and we'll do the big show
Heck yeah.
with Sarah. But I'm excited to do that. And
Me too.
in the meantime, people want to find you. How do they do that?
I am on Instagram and YouTube as Sarah Parker Only Jams, all one word. So I'm kind of like OnlyFans, but not just jams.
I love it.
Jams. And then on Facebook, I am a little more professional. I'm just Sarah Parker Musician. So
Right.
that's where I post the events and whatnot. But I keep them all pretty updated.
Yeah, well, you're staying really busy. It sounds like you got a lot going on this summer, and
Yes.
and
It's a lot of fun.
and we'll catch up in.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
West Main
tonight-
Pizza, 6 to 8. Listen to the show till 6 o'clock, and then zoom on to Jeff City to West Main Pizza. Come see me.
You know, they had for a brief time they opened a place here in Columbia. There was a West Main Pizza here, like right on Broadway.
Yeah.
But just for a couple of years or whatever, and I for whatever reason they didn't stay. But I really liked it while they were here.
It's killer food.
It was
I've been
really
playing
good
there
pizza.
for probably 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I'm all about the pizza. I was really sad when
It's
they left.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I love their pizza. They have
I like
Wild
Pizza House though
Buffalo.
from Jeff City.
Oh yeah, Pizza House.
Right?
That's where it's at. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
I'm a West Main Pizza girl though, because it's like in my normal routine, and I gotta promote my people.
I gotcha.
But it is really good. They also have gluten-free options. And,
Yeah. My wife's gluten free, and that's
Heck yeah.
I mean, she got celiac. It's like for real. It's like,
yeah, that is for real.
So-
That is for real.
Anyway, okay, Sarah, great to see you. And
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you having me.
love what you're doing. Keep doing it, and we'll talk to you here in a few weeks. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. Sarah Parker. Find her online. Sarah Parker Jams.
Peace out, everyone.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, it's Open
Thanks,
Mic Radio,
Sarah.
KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're streaming on the web at kopn.org. And let's take a break here for a second. I'm going to play one here from Mr. Dave Dearnley. This is one that was recorded here in the studio. Actually, this is before we moved. In fact, all the stuff that I'm playing tonight from Dave is stuff that was recorded, I think, at the old station. But regardless, this one is called "I Know Your Secret," and it's Dave on Open Mic Radio back in like 2018, I think. All right, check it out.
Yeah.
Back in a few minutes.
This one's called I Know Your Secrets.
Oh, I like it.
I know your secret. Now it's mine. Dormant from our guilt, but we can wake it up from time to time. Lives in my memory, stays behind the line until I need it, and I call it. Once again, it's mine. Now come closer so I can tell that you remember when we let it out. And I recall your smell and the touch of your fingers gently on my arm. We'll do harm, we'll do some harm. You let it be heard without speaking a word. The touch of your skin was all I heard. Your dark brown eyes bespeak all the lies. When I laid down beside you with a hand upon your thigh, excuses you'll make, not yet in your mind, but they're in mine, they're in mine. I know your secret, now you know mine. You have the power to hurt me, now that our secrets are entwined. We hide it deep, deep within. The day will come when it gets out to work its charms again. Always in fashion, just the right words. Touch of your skin was all I heard. I know your secret. covered in rust. Every now and then we polish it with lust, measure our love. Was it all a miss? Just a kiss, forbidden kiss.
All right, that's one from Mr. Dave Dearnley. That was recorded in May of 2018 on one of the first open mic radio broadcasts that I ever did. I think I may have mentioned, or I may not have mentioned, but Dave Dearnley was the first guest that I ever had on the radio program. So anyway, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. Big thank you to Sarah Parker for stopping in and playing a few songs for us. We're going to do a show with Sarah on the 23rd of August, and you can find her out and about in parts around mid-Missouri. All right. Now, Dave Dearnley passed away. He was a great friend of ours. He died on the 6th of July, and he was a huge. Just an icon, basically, in the mid-Missouri music scene, and I was real happy to be friends with him, and I was real sad that he left us, when he did, and trying to make a good thing for Dave this afternoon. He was on this program many times, and I got a bunch of great songs that I'm going to share with you. Between now and the end of the program, I think 7-8 years ago was the first time Dave was on the program. But anyway, he was awesome, and we got a bunch of friends here in the house as well. We got Tony Laughlin just walked in here. We got Mr. Paul Weber's in the house. Justin Hickerson's here. Kind Kurt looks like
Hello.
Oh, and we got and one of Dave's guitars apparently has arrived with him. I love it. So he had an incredible collection of instruments and amplifiers and that kind of stuff.
A hoard.
A hoard, you might say. So anyway, we'll play some more songs from Dave, but since I got a few of the guys in here, right now, might as well just say hi. Justin, how are you doing, my friend?
Very well. How are you, Mike? Oh, this mic is very, very, very hot.
No, it's just your headphones are.
Oh, okay.
All right. But anyway.
Volume controls to the left, gentlemen.
What?
To the left.
Anyway, Justin, quick story about Dave. Give me something like you played plenty of music with him over the course of the years.
I did. I played in the Daves with him, and then Dave and I were also in Paul's band with
You
him.
also have to drink every time you hear the word Dave during the rest of the program, okay? Because
Drink water. It's hot out.
Yeah,
Yes,
get somewhere safe.
and
Park
don't-
yourself.
and don't drive.
Yeah.
All right, or do a bong. All right, do something. All
Yeah.
right, every time you hear the word Dave, a deep breath. How about that?
All right, starting right now. Dave. No, so one time we went out and played a show at a farm. It wasn't at a venue per se, but it was at kind of this annual event out there at Ronnie's place.
Yeah.
In Plattsville.
Yeah, Plattsville.
Plattsville. And I didn't know any of these people. I think Paul and perhaps even Dave had known some of these people for a while, but when upon arrival, we get out and we're kind of waiting to figure out where we're going to load and stuff, and I just sat down near the van in a available chair somewhere, and Dave sat down next to me, and I hadn't been sat down more than just a handful of minutes. We'd just arrived, and someone I've never met before in my entire life walks up to me and says, "Will you hold my baby?" and gives me a baby. And then Dave snapped a picture of me with that baby and put it up online. And me, anyone who knows.
And you've been a
me,
renegade ever
well, this
since.
was before I had any nieces or nephews. At this point in my life, there were like no children. It was so unusual to see a picture of me with a baby to anyone who knew me that it was like actually kind of confounding to several people. I received like several private messages or text messages that were saying something, inquiring about like, why are you holding a baby? Whose baby is that? Where are you?
What in the hell is going on?
Who's the mom?
I was like, it's Dave's baby.
Right.
Paul cut into the
he had put up some kind. The caption was something along the lines of like, when Dusty meets his baby for the first time or something, because there was a picture of me like upon receiving this baby, and I looked somewhat confused and like just kind of holding the baby awkwardly, and he's like, when Dusty meets his child for the first time.
So
or
Dusty
something.
Branson, aka Justin Hickerson, and Paul Weber, both bandmates of Dave Dearnley in Paul Weber and the Scrappers. I think Tim Carey's here, even though he wasn't a scrapper, he might as well have been. But
he's here somewhere.
He's here somewhere.
Right, he sat in for Paul one night, and we did Tim Carey and the Scrappers.
I love it.
It was an improvement, I'm sure.
Scott McCullough visiting as well this afternoon. Tony Lotvin, one of the Daves. So many of Dave's bandmates here and friends as well. But Tony, good to see you as always.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's a strange situation. It's always weird when you lose someone you love, but he might as well celebrate him. And he was an amazing guy. So I'm trying to look on the bright side and just trying to appreciate what he did for us and what he left us with. So.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
When did you and Dave get to know one another? Was it when the Dave sort of expanded?
No, it was before that. A couple of years before that, 3 years before that. Dave and I worked together constantly for 2 years on the Love Matters album, writing it and rehearsing it and recording it and playing it live with Deborah Harden, and kind of a full circle thing there when Deborah passed away from cancer.
And that was a benefit album, I think, that featured a whole bunch of different artists from around here. Is that correct?
It was a smaller group. Deborah picked everybody and then asked me to help her produce it, and one of the people she picked was Dave, and it was the music, all original music written around and behind her reciting a bunch of her poems. And
wow.
It was a great project. And then we didn't even plan on doing it live until afterwards. They said, well, you better do it live, and did a big benefit for her at the Blue Note, raised about $10,000, and of course she donated $10,000 to KOPN when on her passing. And anyway, that's when I got to know him. And then after that project, spending so much time with him and got to know Dave Engel a little bit, and then not too long after that, they asked me to come start playing with them. I know it was after Paul was playing with them, and we did Roots and Blues together.
Oh yeah,
we did Roots and Blues together the Days.
Yeah,
and
all of us were there.
Justin too. Yeah,
that was actually amazing.
that was pretty fun.
And Alan too.
That was fun.
Yeah, when Alan Loshbaugh was still with us. Yeah,
we called it. There were 6 of us on stage, which is quite a bit of Daves.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Daves. At one
Daves, right?
time,
That
they
was
kept
Super
on
Dave,
calling it
Super Dave Sextet.
Davis Maximus.
It was definitely Super Dave. That's the real deal.
Yeah.
I remember before that show also there being a small debate as to whether or not Dave Engel should wear shorts on stage or not. And I was a proponent of, I never wear shorts on stage. But anyway, long story short, Dave wore jeans to that set.
No pun intended.
I'll always remember.
I'd never wear shorts, man, in public like that.
Especially when
I'm
you're on
sorry,
stage.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
It's not my personal style, man. You're not going to see my legs hanging out.
Yeah,
I got
Paul's
little chicken legs, man.
Paul's a little more old school, a little more conservative. He's not into.
I'm a little old school, man. Maybe I am.
Hey, Paul Weber, tell me about your background with Dave? At least a brief synopsis, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I've known Dave a long time. So when I was maybe 21 or 22, I guess it's maybe like 2011, 2012, I was back here playing music, and I had a little garden and all that stuff, kind of working regular jobs. But
That was out, like back from
This is
back from New Orleans and all that
No,
stuff.
this is before all
that.
Yeah,
All right.
this is before that. So this is like 2010, 2011. I hadn't ever been touring or anything like that. I was just a kid who wrote songs.
Oh yeah.
I found myself at Cooper's Landing with some frequency, and then also I found myself at Lupus Chili Fest.
Oh yeah.
Where
The legendary Lupus Chili Fest.
where after Chili Fest, the morning after, I approached Dino, who was just hanging out. Everyone was hungover and hanging
Dino
out.
Penny, bless his heart too.
Rest in peace.
Hopefully, him and Dave are playing a tune together right now. So
Yeah, man. And, so I approached him and played him this song that I had written to see if he would like it. And he liked it. And then we started playing together. And so I played with Dave and Dino way back in the day. That was, God, what was it? Yeah, 2011, 2012.
Yeah,
and then.
yeah.
Was that even before Roadkill Orchestra? It was just like you and Dave and Dino back at one point.
No, Roadkill was before that, I think, wasn't it?
It was Roadkill.
Because that was when Josh Ron was playing with them and
Josh
stuff.
and
That was like
Heather
08, 09, Heather, and maybe not.
No, I know that Dave and Dino and Roadkill Orchestra were doing stuff as recently as like 16 and 17.
Okay, so maybe,
There was a lot of different iterations, but yeah, I mean, it was back in the day. And so, like, the way that I see it is that I kind of grew up. I was a kid, you know what I mean? I was 21, 22, something like that. And so I viewed those guys as like, and Bart Bean and those people as sort of my...
Bart may be here this afternoon. I'm hoping that he'll
They
show
were like
up.
the forebearers, They were the people that kind of... I got into writing songs, hanging out with these guys. And so years later, when we ended up... When I had been touring for a few years and I came back, and when I started the Scrappers, I was like, oh, definitely want Dave to be in the band. And so it was kind of a cool, like a little bit of a role reversal there, where I used to be in his band and then he played in my band. It was pretty cool, but it was really, I feel like now, especially with this, with him passing and stuff, I just think back to those old days and I think like, damn, a lot of those people are gone.
I'll tell you what,
so when it comes to, and that's why I appreciate you playing some of his music and stuff up here, because I feel like it's incumbent upon me to try to preserve some of that legacy, because
that's for all of us, you guys.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody in the room and all of us. Paul, the first Paul Weber and the Scrappers record is an outstanding freaking record. If I could swear on the air, I would do it loudly right now. But your first record, and I think it was just called Paul Weber and the Scrappers. I don't think it was it was self-titled.
Yeah.
But there's one. Most of those were Paul Weber songs. There's a couple on the record that were one by Dearnley, and I think that Matt Barnes wrote.
That's right.
It's a great song.
Shout
actually.
out to Matt Barnes.
Yeah. I love Matt. He comes down to Booch's once in a while, and I love to see him and his son. So anyway, shout out to all of our friends out there. Because it's been an amazing. I'm so thrilled to be a part of this. To even be able to know the people that are that I'm in the room with right now that are still breathing, and the ones that have left us that aren't anymore, and to actually be able to reminisce and think about the times that we've shared together. I mean, we're privileged, and it's a, life's a son of a bitch. It's hard, it's not, it ain't easy, but there's good stuff in it, and for me, I feel like I've got my share of good stuff, and I'm so thankful for it. I mean, and Dave Dearnley was amazing. He was the first guy I ever had on open mic radio. He was the first guy before I even named the show. I was actually just subbing on. It was Friday mornings. Remember, Tony?
Yeah, we 10 a.m. baby.
9 a.m.
9. That's right.
And it was a very uncivilized time to get live musician, or well, not as opposed to dead musician. No, I'm sorry, bad joke. Anyway.
Whoa.
Right, but anyway, it was it's tough enough to get musicians in the studio, but 9 a.m. on a Friday morning, and Dave was the first one that came this afternoon, or this. Oh God, anyway, and I'm gonna play a song. All right. Yeah, thank you, Kurt.
I didn't realize that Dave was your first.
He was your first
on
guest.
here.
And
That's pretty cool.
And during the show, we decided that we would call it Open Mic Radio.
Very good.
Yeah.
And you used a good word earlier. I think this is all like a privilege.
It is.
The whole experience.
I mean,
like,
for the people that
not
are
just
listening out there, and there's a lot of listeners to the show. Everybody that's around me right now, they're wonderful people and also great musicians, and they've offered a lot. Whether you've accepted it or not, that's another thing. You may not even know who the people I'm talking about are right now. Maybe you're driving by in your truck and you know who I'm talking about, but and there's people like this in every community, everywhere. There's people that are trying and pushing art and creativity and honesty and empathy and just trying to be good folks in the middle of a very difficult situation, because life's not easy, and so anyway, Kurt's like, Mike, let's get on with it. All right, this was recorded in June of 2019, and it's called Break, appropriately. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Sober didn't look so good that Sunday afternoon. The wagon lurched and broke a wheel when she walked into the room. I gave up and drank my fill in a bar I didn't know. My money had drained, I hopped a train, it didn't matter where we'd go. It ain't a plan, this ain't a mistake that I made. It takes a plan to be a modern man and a television set. Prison walls I built myself for the crimes I can't forget. Steam engine train, I forgot your name, or the line we're rolling down. But I could see the stars from your open cars, and the town's without a name. It ain't a plan, it ain't a mistake that I made. Watch the miles with a put-on smile. I learned how as a kid. Through winter snows I go down slow, gonna need more speed to skid. The rhythm of the cars and the counties rolling by gives me the time to ease my mind, but I know that it won't last. It ain't a plan, it ain't a mistake that I make. It ain't clear how I got here, and it ain't clear how I go. I'll count it as a blessing if when the time comes I don't know. Out among the living in a castle made of sand, it's a fool's excuse to think that it was made by some God's hand. This ain't a plan, it ain't a mistake that I make. I felt it as it happened, just like a bone to break.
Wonderful. Another nice one, David. I haven't heard that one before.
I'm not sure I've ever played that one out in the world.
Wow. All right, that one's called Break. It's Dave Dearnley, KOPN Columbia. And, that was recorded in 2019. We're going to do another one here in a second, but we are top of the hour, so I will mention that it is KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're streaming on the web at kopn.org. From here to your ear, it's your imagination station. KOPN Columbia. Here's another one from Dave Dearnley, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
There you sit at the bar. Well, it don't matter where you've been, that's where you are. Empty bottles, empty smiles, and a whole lot of lonely empty miles. Yes, I've been drinking again. Drinking's my only friend. It never lets me down until the bar shuts down. Tomorrow's another day. I'll pass in just the same way. I won't lie, I won't pretend. I'll just start drinking again. Empty pockets, empty home, emptiness left better off alone. Might get better, could get worse. Well, I don't care that my blessings are a curse. Yes, I've been drinking again. Drinking's my only friend. Never lets me down till the bar shuts down. Tomorrow's another day. I'll pass it just the same way. I won't lie, I won't pretend. I'll just start drinking again.
All right, how about it? It's a Dearnley afternoon here on KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. My name is Mike. It's Open Mic Radio, and a bunch of friends and fellow bandmates and just other musicians that just love Dave Dearnley kind of coming through the station this afternoon. Scott McCullough, one of those. Actually played a lot of music with Dave over the years, and hi, Scott.
How you doing? Thanks for having me up here.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you always. Give me a little background. How did you and Dave? Give me a Dearnley story.
Well, it's funny because I'd always known him, but we never played together for years. And then about 3 years ago, I had an invitation to join the Daves, and that was it. That one time it was at Behind Artlandish Studios, and we just knew it was something pretty special. So yeah. I played with. I figured I was like the last harp player who had not played with the Daves.
Well, in the final one, perhaps,
yeah.
I think, right? I don't think there probably won't be any more that do, perhaps.
Yeah, but you know, it was just such an honor to get to play with him.
Well, how did Bean sneak in here? Man, he's quick too.
Yeah. Zoop zoop.
Yep. All right. Well, not much to say. At least just. Man, love Dave, and you're gonna miss him. But he was remarkable while he was here. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we all got a little different side of him, different piece of him. I think for sure. So.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Tony right now.
I ended up
He's got a gleam in his eye. So
it was the kind of a circular thing. I was texting with Dave about 4 days before he passed. He was down at the lake, and he was asking me about some of his gear because I knew he was already. Oh, there's Dave Engel.
yeah, Dave's in the house. Yeah, one of the other original Daves.
So when Deborah Harden passed, she had a Fender Mustang bass, and it was in pieces, literally in pieces. And she gave it to Al Lashbaugh, who, of course, one of my favorite memories is me and Dearnley and Angle going and playing on Al's back porch. Several times when he was convalescing, hoping that he'd get over his cancer. Of course, he never got over it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Al sent it off to one of his friends that has incredible restoration business, and restored that Mustang back to its original condition.
Really?
It was 73 or 69 something.
Wow.
And when Al passed, kind of the same thing that is happening now. He asked me to take care of all his instruments and get them in people's hands.
Wow.
So I gave Dave Dearnley that bass because it's kind of a special bass coming from Deborah.
Sure.
And just beautiful bass. Anyway, he asked me what to do with it, so now it's back in my hands again. And I'm going to be using it for some kids to learn bass at Compass, and then also for my granddaughters when they get a little older and want to start playing bass.
I'm sure he would love that. Hey, Tony, take a second. Tennille and Danielle, if they're out there, I have a couple of other friends that are passing through this afternoon that are actually performing this evening down at the dive bar. I think Danielle, maybe grab that microphone from Scott.
Hello. Thanks for having us on.
Hey, man, how's it going?
I'm doing great. Yeah, we're
Yes.
really excited. We've got Tennille, the singer of our band, here too. The Juicy Beats.
The Juicy Beats, yes. Hi, Tennille.
Hi, how you doing?
The first time we've met, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't
So
realize
nice to meet
that.
you.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
so glad.
It
You guys are
is.
meeting each other.
For people unfamiliar, tell us a little bit about the Juicy Beats. I think it's sort of a jazz vibe, right?
Yeah, we do have a bit of a jazz vibe. We do play a little bit of a variety of stuff. So we play a little bit of rock and roll, Black Velvet by Alana Miles. We play a little bit more on the countryside, Crazy by Patsy Cline.
Is that Willie Nelson? Patsy Cline covered it.
Oh, Patsy
I
Cline
think
covered
Willie
it.
Nelson.
That's a Willie song.
Willie Nelson. All right,
But
my
anyway,
bad.
yeah, we're a 5-piece.
A little before my time.
Yeah, Tennille Cheshire is our lead singer, and then I play guitar. Danielle Moscato is my name. I play guitar and sing backup. And Tom Weislocker is our arranger and everything guy. Plays saxophone, plays piano, plays trumpet, sings
Wow.
backup,
Plays cornet.
does all of our arrangements and everything.
Yeah, he writes all our
Cornet
charts.
too,
He's
yeah.
great. He's great.
And Jody Goodman is our drummer, and Steve Odell is the band founder.
Yeah,
and
and plays
player.
the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
writes a
Steve
lot of the
Odell
music,
also
too.
writes. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
He writes all of a lot of our stuff.
Yeah.
so-
Danielle, didn't Steve come down to the open mic at B-Side once or
He
twice
did.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
early days?
Too. Yeah, we played together a couple
Really
times.
good bass player.
Yeah, we had matching Telecasters the last time we played together. So, yeah.
8 o'clock show.
Yeah, so we're playing tonight.
So tonight, yeah.
Tonight at Dive Bar from 8 to 11.
And what's that?
Great
That's being
food.
filmed actually, or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Our bass player surprised us at rehearsal the other day and told us he's hired a film crew for this show. So,
Dude.
We're super excited.
We're trying to pack the place. We've got a bunch of lighting we're about to go set up.
How fun!
It should be a fun time. Yeah, please come on down if you're listening to this. Come down to Dive Bar 8 to 11 tonight. And
All right,
see
all
the
right.
Juicy Beats.
And let's
We'll see you there.
And let's set up a Juicy Beats show here at the radio where we'll actually do a live performance here.
Yeah,
at the
oh,
station.
we'd love
That
to.
would be so
Yeah,
great. We'd
anytime.
love to do
Just
that.
let us know.
Yeah,
Sounds
well,
great.
we'll look at some dates, but it'll be in the fall. But
Sure.
we should plan it if you guys would like to.
Absolutely, we do.
We'd love
Thanks,
to.
Mike. Thanks
It was
for
so
having
nice
us.
to meet you, Mike.
Nice to meet
Yeah,
you as
take
well.
care.
Tennille,
Thanks,
Danielle, always
All
good
right,
to see
yeah,
you.
we're going to
Tennille,
head down
pleasure.
to Dive Bar to set up. Thanks again.
Very good. Dive
Take
Bar
care.
tonight, the Juicy Beats. All right, that's
Yep,
what
8 to
time?
11.
8 to 11.
Okay.
Yeah, and put on your best clothes because they're going to be filming it. So.
Great. Thanks so much, Mike.
See you, Danielle.
Thank you so much.
You
Nice
don't
to
go
meet you.
dancing shoes.
All right, let's play another one here from Mr. Dave Dearnly. As I mentioned, Dave was on the program here lots and lots of times. I've been broadcasting on KOPN for like 23 years, but I've only been doing this open mic radio show for like 8. But in the 8 years that I've been doing this one,
It's me and Bart.
Dearnly was on the show 10 or 12 times. So Anyway, here's one. Let's see, what's this one called? This is from June of 2019, and it's called Drinking Again. Interesting. All right. In fact, that's my cue, I think. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. Stay hydrated. Right. It's Dave Dearnley. We'll be back in a few minutes.
There you sit at the bar. Well, it don't matter where you've been.
Well, you can all tell I've been drinking again because I just played the same song twice. We're gonna. My great friend Dave Angle just. And Weber, all of them, okay?
You weren't gonna believe it until Weber said yes.
All of them giving me trouble. All right.
Yeah, you were gaslighting, man.
All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide from this one, and I will play a song that's more appropriate. It's called Hiding Places, which is what I need right now. I'll be back in a few minutes. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Hiding Places. Dave Dearnley. You're listening to it on KOPN Columbia, Open Mic Radio.
You don't need to pray for me. As a sinner, I can plainly see salvation has the cost I can't pay. Too much sunlight causes cancer. Darkness is no answer, so I keep a candle burning in my room. I've had good hiding places behind the smiles on all my faces, under the overpass, watching the world go past. Another day come and gone. The light flickers as it dances with ghosts and second chances. A patron saint struggles with the gloom. A paper bag and holy wine, $3.99, with a place out of the wind I'll find grace. I've had good hiding places behind the smiles on all my faces, under the overpass, watching the world go past. Another day come and gone. You don't need to pray for me. As a sinner, I can plainly see salvation has a cost I can't pay.
Right. Wow, once again, amazing stuff from Dave Dearnley. All the stuff you're hearing was recorded here at KOPN over the last 7 or 8 years, and I was just talking with Dave Angle, one of the original Daves. Hello, Dave, by the way.
Hello, Mike.
Good to see you, my friend.
Are you prepared to announce that you are going to release this set of Dave Dearnley recordings?
I'm prepared
live
to say
at
that you're going to help me do it, I hope.
I will, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll help too.
There you go. That's what you need.
All right,
you need Paul's help.
Well, it's community
not
radio.
Mine.
We need you to bankroll it, Dave.
And then you're going to need someone else's help if that's the case.
Will you at least look over the contract?
That's right.
Actually, there will be no
It'll
contract.
cost you.
So anyway, Dave actually had a great idea that I've got a whole bunch of recordings of Dearnley, from the studio over the years.
Break.
We can make.
We were talking in studio. No one in this room
never heard it.
Has ever heard that song before, and
I heard it.
If it had, yeah, that's fair enough. All right, thank you. Thanks,
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Ouch. You didn't have to go there, but you did.
You did, and I thank you.
Anyway, moving on from that.
Yes.
That's saying something that no one in this room but you had heard this before, because it's pretty long lineage here. So
we got
that's it, and it was such a great song, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, Dave was something else, and I'm missing him. So, Bart Bean, give me a Dearnley story.
I just remember Dave when he went down to Winfield and won the songwriting contest down there.
Just for kicks.
Yeah. And it was on the song "Let's Bomb 'Em and Build a Walmart." Or I don't think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Is that
Bomb
what it's
'em till they build a Walmart.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Right.
I just wondered if he had played that today.
I haven't, but maybe I can find it between now and the end of the show because that was.
It's a
else.
hoot.
Yeah.
That's
Surely it's on SoundCloud.
I imagine.
Is that possible to play?
Yeah.
Something from that to hear.
Yeah, but let's.
That seems like it could be a Bart Bean song too. That's very much in the same
methamphetamine romance sort of style, right?
So that's a story worthy of talking about too, because Lisa Bartlett had the first, and I count this as one of many remembrances of Dave, and that's a good thing. And
shout out to Lisa and Dave Bartlett.
Dave's out here right now.
Oh yeah, I thought he was in the front room over there.
Is.
Yeah. Man, that was rough for me though over at their place. I was a wreck. I was there for 20 minutes and left.
Well, so and at that gathering, which was vast and wide and varied, one of the songs that poured out was "Methamphetamine Romance," and associated with Dearnley. It's not Dearnley's song,
no,
but
it's a Bart Bean
we all
song,
know
but
about it in the same circle, and it rings with that same connection.
Yeah, Bartholomew Bean song, actually covered by the Hooten Hollers on "Mountain of Pain," I think is the record that they did that. But anyway, outstanding.
Gotta dig that up too. We've got a lot of suggestions. We got
them all. We're sticking with Dearnley this afternoon, but yeah. Anyway, so Bart.
Yeah, I was really I was really blown away by that great tune and the fact that he won that contest down there. So I was just curious about that.
There's
possibility.
And no small potatoes, that contest.
No.
It's an odd thing that Dave would enter a contest of any kind, but he won it.
Yeah, that's a big one.
But that was that was a little bit of a different era. I was thinking about this a little bit, and I was talking about getting started with those guys when I was like 21 or 22.
I was listening.
Dave and Dino era.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That was sort
I
of
like
an
pot.
era. Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I mean, we're talking 07, 08, and then later.
Can I interrupt for a second? Because I remember, I think, wasn't that, at least in part of that time period, were you playing that sort of squeeze organ?
That was a different group, but at the same time, yeah. But I'm just saying that it's like, Dearnley had eras, like any other artist that has some kind of longevity. The early stuff, it was really cheeky,
competitive even.
Yeah, right. It was all of that
enough to enter and win a songwriting contest.
Yeah, and there was a lot of fast picking bluegrass stuff, and then as he got older,
he's a great guitar player. I mean, he never really showed off, but he was a hell of a guitar player.
Absolutely. But then, later on, he started getting into the more like the introspective and dark stuff. Later on, like some of the stuff you were playing, that's somber.
I think that's a segue to the song, and I'm not sure if this one is familiar. It's called "Wounds Within." Has anyone heard this?
Nope.
Good Lord.
Yeah, so this is a Dearnley song that he played here in December, right around Christmas, and it's a Christmas song, but it's hard to tell.
Is it from it's from the dark Dearnley era?
I'll let y'all.
For which a Christmas song is then a dark Dearnley Christmas song.
It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Here's one from Dave Dearnley. We're celebrating him this afternoon, a great friend of ours, and a bunch of other great friends here with us at the station and in the studio. If you're out there, we'll rotate y'all in here in a second, though, because I want to hear anybody who'd like to have a chat. That'd be great. So anyway, check this one out. It's called Wounds Within. Dave Dearnley recorded at KOPN in December of 2019. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN.
This one's called Wounds Within.
All right, here we go. Once again, Dave Dearnley.
He's taking off his old shirt down to the real skin with a sharp knife as a lens. Somebody looked right into him. Pardon free from the wounds you see. His wounds within that frighten. She's taking off her makeup, putting up her hair, bruises on her face and neck, all the proof that he still cares. Pardon free from the wounds you see, it's the wounds within that frighten. Inside, looking out. Cut free from doubt. With a perfect calfskin shoes and a black Mercedes Benz, mirror for a store-bought face and a country club full of friends. Pardon free from the wounds you see, there's a wounds within that inside, looking out. Fear, free from doubt. There you go.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Great stuff there from Dave Dearnley. I love it. I'm so, I spent a big chunk of this morning going through these old radio shows that I did with Dave, and grabbing some of these songs, because there's a whole slew of them, and it's like time travel or something, and Anyway,
Yeah.
Who else is here that would like to say hi? Dylan McCord, you knew
I just
Dave,
stepped in here.
You knew Dave plenty well.
Lots of years, man. Lots of years.
Yeah, well, give us a Dearnley story or something. All right? You don't have to, but I'm just saying. You love the Dearnley outlet, right?
Man, he was one of those lights in this town that was always shining on the rest of us. He included everybody in his circle, and it was always he was always welcoming, man. I spent many times sitting out in his truck smoking joints before he had to go play, and I was running sound for him.
Of course, that's how we first met, him and I.
And he was a friend. In every sense of the word, he was a friend to the community, to the people that he loved, to his bandmates, and anybody could be his bandmate. And a lot of his closest friends are my brothers and closest friends, and we all shared this circle together.
Yeah.
And if there's a person in this world where you want to say, like, if I'm going to be remembered for anything, I want to be remembered for being like Dearnley.
Yeah, Dearnley was, he oozed cool.
Yeah, man.
He was just so goddamn cool.
Zero give a crap. Right. Honest, genuine,
thoughtful,
loving, thoughtful, present.
Yeah, all the stuff we want to be. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And that's all I got to say about that.
all right. I appreciate it. That's enough. All right. Here's another one here. Let's see if Angle's heard this one. This one is called "You Don't Need a Gun to Steal." You ever heard this one, Paul? All right. Dave Dearnley. Let's see. When was this? This was recorded in 2020. I'd have to go. Okay, sorry. Dave Dearnley, KOPN Columbia. This one is called "You Don't Need a Gun to Steal."
This is called You Don't Need a Gun to Steal. Mr. Congressman, you don't speak for me. My dog ain't in your race, I've got no dark money. I don't have any strings to pull. I'm the fleece you spin into your wool. Mr. Congressman, I'm out here on my own, trying to stay alive and trying to keep my home. I don't have any friends well placed. I'm falling way behind in your race. You say you know just how I feel. I think you don't know what is real. Here's the deal. You don't need a gun to steal. Mr. Congressman, don't pray for me. You disguise your hate as love and greed as charity. I don't need God's ear. It ain't the devil that I fear. Mr. Congressman, there's homeless at your door. Their feet are muddy and they don't bathe anymore. What would Jesus do? I don't know, but neither do you. You say you know just how I feel. I think you don't know what is real. Here's the deal. You don't need a gun to steal. No, you don't need a gun to steal.
All right, now I'm done. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? All right, that's a good way to finish it.
Wow. Okay. Mr. Dave Dearnley, you don't need a gun to steal.
So
all right.
weird to hear you and you.
All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Let me get my stuff together here. All right, watch this. All right, so thanks for being here, everyone. It's about 5:30. We got about 30 minutes before we turn this thing over to Ross Shumba and a reggae party. And we'll get you guys dancing and get some reggae music for you. In the meantime, we're going to talk a little bit more and reminisce a little bit more about our great friend, Mr. Dave Dearnley. There's a guy named Dave Bartlett who's in the house, but he's a sound guy and a musician, but spent a lot of time with Dave. He decided that he was just going to kind of plead the fifth this afternoon, but I do want to say thanks to Dave and his wife Lisa for having us over on Wednesday last week, just to kind of celebrate a little bit as well. But anyway, so Dave Angle, out of all the people that that Dearnley was making music with over at least the last 10 years or so, 12 years. I think it was you guys for the most part. He was very devoted to the Daves.
Indeed.
And that was his primary project.
And that's a good way to say it too, because it was in this later time period.
Yep.
Of the, we're jokingly call it the Dark Dave, but it was a different Dave, the older Dave. That, as we all change in that way.
Yeah.
So there was a Dave that I didn't know, really. We moved, what for me was moved back here in 2007. And I knew of Dave, and then I knew Dave, and then we started playing together. And
How'd you meet Dave?
Okay, so hold on.
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer.
I introduced you guys.
Oh,
that's right. Well, no, it's because I knew you from the Blue Fugue days, from hanging out with like the Hollers guys.
I'm thinking of Dave Angle and the Dog Pound Jangle.
That's
right.
right.
When you and Andy started, then Dave kind of came in from that.
But there was very little overlap between that Hoot and Holler scene and like the Riverbilly music scene.
There was very
Right,
little
right,
overlap.
right,
I don't remember
right.
Dearnly coming down to the Blue Fugue.
Well,
I
him
don't
and Dino,
think he-
him and Dino did a few things down there. I think I remember.
But that was the
It'd
thing.
be a rarity, though, right? Wouldn't it? It would not be.
Yeah, they certainly weren't the regulars.
It
no.
wasn't that much of an overlap. I think you're right about that. I had
Yeah.
never kind of pondered that.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
That was it. I don't remember exactly when it was, but I do remember. I'm like, hey, these two Dave guys need to meet each other because. but that was back in the day where it was there were two distinct scenes. You know, there was the river scene where you had Bean and Dave and Dino, all the Cooper's Landing and Lupus crowd, and then
Right.
the Hollers, the scene with like the Dog Pound people in Columbia.
The city.
And that was sort of the transplanted
The city
St. Louis
scene.
scene.
Yep.
Here, sort of, at least part
Well,
of
it was
that,
also
so.
city country too, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? I
Yeah.
don't know because I
was-
was only in the city scene.
But it was really like there were two like a Venn diagram that wasn't overlapping very much.
Not much.
Yeah.
The day I remember saying something to Dave, it was Jim Bradshaw used to put on these Save the Katy Bridge events. And they took place in Boonville, and it was a quote-unquote wine walk. And you would walk to various places in Boonville, and ta-da, here's some music. There was a place there called Cooper's Hawk, maybe.
Perhaps that's probably right. 'Cause
something.
there's
It
a lot
was-
of Cooper's Hawks that actually fly around.
And it was I think it was a reference to some type of tool used in the making of wine. But I can't remember the name of the place. Anyway, they were having one of these things, and Dave and I met and talked about having similar interests in music, and soon thereafter started playing music together.
Oh, and you guys ended up traveling the country together, looking at historic sites for blues and all kinds of things. Eh?
Yeah, we
Well, a
went
little
to
bit.
Mississippi. Yeah,
Okay.
right. We
All right.
went down to Mississippi a couple of times, and one time we
Right.
played at this. Dusty played too. Yeah, Tony was there. It was in Clarksdale. Yeah, Clarksdale.
Tennessee?
No, Mississippi. It was at the Juke Joint Festival.
Hell yeah.
And they were like, who are these people from Missouri? And usually it's a joyous outdoor festival. But to our benefit, when we arrived, it was just a nasty situation of southern serious rainstorm weather. And they had put us in the old bank in downtown Clarksdale, which is where they put the indoor people that normally no one would bother with. But
Right,
because it
right.
was like raining and hailing, and
Everybody came in to see
everyone
you.
was in the old
The
bank,
safest building
and
on
we
the
blew
block.
That. We destroyed that gig.
I love it.
We went in there to set up,
Forgot about this.
and their sound guy just split. He just left. And we're like, "What's going on here?" And somebody said, "Oh, he got hungry. He went over to the grocery store. He'll be back after a while."
I love it.
It was Leroy or something like that. Like Leroy went to town or something. It was some phrase that we kept on saying that weekend. But we played the heck out of that gig, and it was one of those kind of moments. As with any non-rehearsed band, you have your moments, and that was one of the ones where we just kind of lifted it up. It was we kind of tore that up on that self-mixed powered Yamaha amplifier because the guy was gone. Yes, exactly.
I
That was
always,
good.
I always really liked those the early iterations of the Daves where it was just two jangly guitars just
Yeah.
jangling away.
Yeah. The record Now and Then is a great record. It's got some of the early stuff on the one side, and then a little bit of the later. I mean, the less early stuff on the other
Agreed.
side.
Yeah, thank you. That sort of fell together like that in that Andy and I had done these recordings with Will, and at that time he had...
Shout out to Will Reeves, by the way, who wanted to be down here, but he's got something going on this afternoon. So hi, Will, and thanks.
Hi, Will.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what it was, but he said, he reached out to me and said, I've got this particular amp right now, and I'm not going to have it for long. And that was at a time when Andy and I were just playing as Dave Angle and the Dog Pound Jangle. And then I got down there and he had two of us, the same kind of amp that was just this old screamer. And he, did his thing and hooked them together and put them in the just right position, and then plugged my acoustic guitar into these way overdriven tube amps. And you get, and one of them had tremolo. So one has tremolo and one doesn't.
Right.
So you get this like just crazy spacey mix of interesting stuff. And we recorded that, and then Andy and the Hoot and Hollers kind of took off, and we didn't do anything with it until we then, Paul engineered and produced the, produced probably a better way to say it, but put together the later recordings that we did, and then they ended up being Now and Then. Yeah.
Amazing. All right, hey, we're talking about the river, and Dave actually recorded a record and released it in 2024, mid 2024. It's called Out of Darkness, and it's like 8-9 songs or whatever, and
it was hard for me, at least, to keep up with everything that Dave had released.
Yeah.
So that one's not ringing a bell.
No, this is you know what it is, because you're the one that told me that I had to listen to it, because you remember when you and I and Clayton had met at Booch's a year or so ago, and you said
yes.
Dearnley released a record.
Right.
That's the one.
I do remember now.
Yeah. And it's incredibly solid. So here's a song called Riverman. We'll be back in a minute.
Oh goodness.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
This is it's so good. Such a classic Dearnley song.
Yeah. It's open
Amen,
mic.
Dave.
How about it? All right. Here's
Long live Dave.
Long live Dave. All right. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. And again, this is Dave Dearnley with a song called Riverman.
I'm staring out the window of this old dilapidated boat, trying to go upstream, trying to stay afloat, push against the north wind. Snow fills the sky, the ice out on the railing looks like wings taking to fly. I'm out here on the river as I ran away from land. Square rooms and solid roots prove more than I could stand. Come up from the south, so I brought this on myself. Swamps may carry fever, but you'll never freeze to death. Know the spring will find me with a sandball for my home. All that's left of winter is a notebook full of poems. Out here on the river as I ran away from land. Square rooms and solid roots prove more than I can stand. Some men crave a castle and a mark upon the land. My castle floats most days and my clothes are secondhand. My sentence is a lifetime and I've asked for no parole. The days are bleeding from me, down the stream they go. I'm out here on the river as I ran away from land. Square rooms
That's my great friend Dave Dearnley, and I'm going to play a couple more and keep it rolling here. This one is called April Fool, and you're listening to it here on Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
It was the first day of April. I found out that I was a fool. She walked into my kitchen and into my broken heart too. I should have seen she was broken too. There's plenty of blame to go round. That's where you look. Blind to the words on the wall. We were both a closed book. Everything fails if you take a close enough look. Well, I gave her her head when she wanted to buck, and I let her sleep when I wanted to fuck. Beautiful, broken and rare. The fool in me tells himself he doesn't care. Many years later I see things that bring back that day. And I haven't made shaking baked chicken still to this day. It's hell when you know you're not lost, but you can't find your way. I gave her her head when she wanted to buck, and I let her sleep when I wanted to fuck. Beautiful, broken and rare. The fool in me tells himself he doesn't care. It was the first day of April. I found out that I was the fool. She walked into my kitchen and into my broken heart too. I should have seen she was broken too.
All right, another one there from Dave Dearnley. I mentioned that there was a record that Dave released very quietly called "Out of Darkness," and that was back in I guess May, maybe June of 2024. Anyway, I've got a few more that I'm going to try to sneak in here before the end of the program, and yeah, just enjoy the stuff from the remarkable Dave Dearnley. This one is called "I Can't Sleep," and I can relate. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Night lays down beside me, wraps me in its arm, speaks to me in the morning when I hear that damn alarm. With the smell of last night's cigarettes and coffee on my breath, will I work myself to better, or will I work myself to death? I can't sleep, I can't sleep because of thinking. I can't sleep because of fear. I can't sleep because of secrets I've been keeping all these years. I can't sleep because the sun went down and it hadn't come back up. The turntable needle beats against dead wax. Music fills the spaces in the places where I've cracked. The earth turns on its axis, night turns into day. The sinners rise to wander and the saints kneel to pray. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep because of thinking. I can't sleep because of fear. I can't sleep because of secrets I've been keeping all these years. I can't sleep because the sun went down and hadn't come back up. Waiting for the sun to come up, driving in my car. The sky is dark above the city lights and the headlights look like stars. If I never turn around, if I take a mind to go, I wonder if I'll find a dream somewhere down the road. Wonder if I'll find a dream somewhere down the road.
I'm going to let that one ring out a little bit there. I love it. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. That's Dave Dearnley. Just a remarkable musician, songwriter, singer, friend, family, man, whatever. Just a good dude all around, and he was one of ours. And Dave passed away on the 6th of July, couple 3 weeks ago. But anyway, just kind of thinking about Dave today and playing stuff that he shared with us over the years. All right, we're kind of running out of time here. Is Josh wrong? Anybody out there that wants to come in and say hi, please, here's your chance. So my great friend Tim Carey is here. Tim came up from southern Missouri. Tim and Dave played together for years, although anyway, you know, some people are just at a loss for words and don't want to say anything. But I just want y'all out there to know that great outpouring of friendship and camaraderie for our great friend Dave Dearnley. Yeah, Josh Wrong in the house for a second here. So, Josh, you got your composure about you?
Yeah, sure.
You have volume control to your left there, Josh.
Yeah.
For your headphones.
Oh, I can hear myself.
I hear myself too much, actually. So.
I've been loving your show, of course.
Give us a quick Dearnley story, or a little like anything you'd like to say about Dave, like maybe how you met or just something along the way. Because I know you got. I mean, the Roadkill Orchestra was you were right in the middle of that, you know.
And a lot of the guys in here are like part of that story. Like Paul Weber who's in here earlier. I saw Dave Dino and Paul Weber playing at this place. I think that was the first time I knew Paul, and I didn't know these guys many years ago, and they were just like Waldorf and Statler in between songs, like making fun of everybody at the table. So I immediately loved them. And then Dino talked me into playing bass, and I did at the with the Roadkill Orchestra
Yeah.
pretty soon after that, because they'd all seen me play with the Royal First. I apologize for my like breathlessness.
No,
I've been dealing with some crud.
No, that's right, man.
But yeah, they were so great. I think some of the best like little one-liners and tools to keep your head above water when you're playing live, I learned from those guys. And quite often when we go play these like middle of nowhere bars in southern Missouri on weekends, I would go meet Dave out in Ashland, hop in his truck, and we'd ride down together. And I never had a car big enough to own an upright bass, so anytime anybody's ever seen me play an upright bass, that was 99.9% of the time.
Dearnley moved it.
It was Dearnley's bass. And yeah, I'd seen he keeps his composure quite a lot, but when you're in a truck with a guy, you know, I saw the road rage side of Dave, which was kind of awesome. And then he would just snap right back into the goofy, silly, lighthearted, fun story we were talking about right after he just yelled at a. Well, let's not talk about that, but yeah, I love the man. And for all of those out there listening, that I know so many people loved him.
Yeah. All right, Josh, I love you too, my brother. All right. All right. Yeah. Hang tough.
Thanks.
All right. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. I'm going to play one more from Dave Dearnley, and then we're going to scoot on out of here and turn it over to Rosh and Reggae Party, all right? This one... This one is called Nothing.
I know everything about nothing. Nothing's what I know best. Ask me your hardest question about nothing. Honey, I'll pass the test. Well, out on the street there is no one to meet my eye. With a wink or a nod or a tip of the hat, can't find no tears to cry. Nothing's what I'm up to. Nothing's what I got. I got nothing in my head, nothing in my heart. Nothing's what I got. There are the minutes where the truth in a whole damn hour tall. Nothing talks the talk true, baby, but nothing can walk the wall. Well, the test of time reveals to me that nothing ain't something to fear. Nothing is better than anything, yeah, nothing's welcome here. Nothing's what I'm up to. Nothing's what I got. I got nothing in my head, nothing in my heart. Nothing's what I got. Well, a poor man I would be, with a microwave and a cable TV is the stuff that drags you down. Nothing sets you free.
All right, well, there you go, everybody. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Mr. Dave Dearnley, all right? Tip of the hat, and just love you, all right?
You'll be missed.
It's Open Mic Radio, and we're going to hand it off here to Rashimba in just a second here. Stick around, everyone. All right, great stuff coming for the rest of the evening here.
Yeah.
You got Rashimba at a reggae party. You got Blues on Broadway after that. Rhythms of the Future after that. All right. And next week, we have Race Kendrick and Matt Presti will be joining us. So I'm excited about the show next week. All right, so
That'll be a good show.
Okay, email address, MikeHagan at MikeHagan.com, the website, the podcast, MikeHagan at MikeHagan.com, all that stuff, all right? You've been listening to Open Mic Radio, and...
Hey, remember, when you're kind to others, you're being kind to yourself.
That's right. It's 89.5 FM. Hope you all enjoy the weekend. Be cool to yourself, cool to other people out there, and stick around. Rashim will be with you in a second. We'll catch you all next week, and we will get Mr. Kurt and Mr. Sealark to get us out of here, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot. There you go. That was Open Mic Radio.